Hey folks, welcome back to River Rat Gear Review, where we talk all things whitewater and the gear you need to get on the river. Today I'm going to show you how we do dishes in the wilderness. This is my proven 4-bin system. It's tried and true. I didn't come up with it, but I've been using it for years. It's super effective. I've never had anybody get sick on any trips I've ever been on. I probably use this system on over 100 multi-day river trips. You can do this method either car camping, rafting, it really doesn't matter. It's just a place where you have access to some water and not really any sinks or anything like that where you traditionally wash dishes. So let's check it out. So a lot of folks always ask me how we do dishes on the river, and basically it's super simple. Whether you're car camping or if you're on a river trip, this system works pretty well. Basically I use a 4-bucket system. These are just like dish busting trays from like a restaurant supply store, or I got them on Amazon. They're not expensive and they're big enough to allow like a plate to go through without getting stuck or anything. A lot of people use like the metal chicky pails, but I've found that those are really awkward to try to fit in a dry box, and this system just really seems very much easier in my opinion. So I would normally have my dish kit with me as well as a strainer. The dish kit basically has some scrubbies, dish gloves, a little thing of bleach, and then your dish soap as well. So basically the system starts off with a hot rinse, a soapy hot rinse, a bleach cold solution, and then a final hot rinse. So you run your line from hot, hot, cold, hot. The cold one's got bleach in it. You can use river water for the cold one. So now that we've got our water boiled out, let's throw it in and do some dishes. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is add a little bit of soap to the second tub. Remember, we're going this way. And next, a little bit of bleach to the third tub. Now, there's a lot of differing opinions on this, but I tend to do just like a couple drops, not a lot. You really do not need a lot of bleach. If you overdo it, you're gonna have problems. There are gonna be a lot of people running to the groover. Okay, so I've filled up our third bucket here with some cold water. And that's got the bleach solution in it. And then the rest of the 3 buckets are gonna get the hot blasted water. This is boiled from the river. There's one. This has got the soap in it. That's 2. And final rinse. Great. So let's go ahead and do some dishes. So now we've got our dirties coming in here through the dish line. Remember, this water can be very hot, so I definitely recommend some dish gloves. These are kind of some heavy duty ones I found that work really well. They're like a Playtex. So this is the pre-wash. Basically, here's your soapy rinse. Get in there and scrub them. And this is kind of why I like these bigger ones. That we have these plates and they just would get stuck in our older ones. So, whew, that's hot. That's the way it should be. Final rinse. So when all the dishes are done and it's time to clean up the water, what you'll do is basically, I like to keep this bleach bucket last. And this bucket, generally the first one's going to be your worst. So you're going to have all the accumulated really food particle stuff and stuff in there. So we'll take this one down. Depending on what river you're on, you're either going to strain it into the river using, this is a paint strainer from Home Depot, one of the big large ones. Pour it through there into the river, or like say you're up in the Middle Fork in Idaho, you're going to go above high water line. So I pour this one out, pour this one out, and pour out this one, and then I run this cold bleach one back through the line, cleaning out these buckets and through the strainer. Everything goes through the strainer. Then at that point you take all your food particles, dump it into your ash can or whatever you got, and your dishes are basically clean. Let those buckets dry overnight and you shouldn't have any issues. And that's how we do dishes in the wilderness. So that's my 4-bin system for doing dishes in the wilderness. I know there's a lot of different ways people do this, and I'm sure you've got a lot of different ideas about maybe what works for you. Feel free to drop those in the comments. I'd love to hear about different systems. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, we'll see you on the next one.